We all want to become financially free and take charge of our daily expenses, but it's not always easy to get there without a little help. This is Income Intelligentsia, real-life tips for practical and financial targets. For the most part, the average employee lives paycheck to paycheck, and as a result, they're stuck in a financial trap of waiting for the next paycheck to arrive before they continue living. For some, it can be overwhelming to be unprepared for emergencies or to be unsure of when you'll be able to continue living the life you're accustomed to. The problem with living paycheck to paycheck is that we're programmed with only one way to earn and spend our money. We get our money, we spend our money, and then we wait for the next time we get paid. What we want to help you out with today is to find out how to grow your wealth while living paycheck to paycheck. Now let's get to it. We want to start off with creating a budget for ourselves. What we want to do here is to know and understand how much money we're working with. Whether it's the cash going in or going out, it's mandatory that we know where our money goes while we're handling it. The idea behind this is that once you have a firm understanding of how your cash flows, you'll be able to control what you need in your life and what else needs to go. Knowing how much money goes in and how much of it goes out is key to managing your wealth. A visual guide is always helpful for your reference. There are many different apps that can help you manage your finances, so go with whatever works for you. Identify essential expenses such as rent, utilities, or meals. Then differentiate them from non-essential expenses like eating out or impulse purchases. Knowing what we do about our cash flow, next is to increase what you have in your budget by saving at least 10% of what you earn. In The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, it's stated that you should always pay yourself 10% of what you earn through savings, and to not confuse necessary expenses with your desires. It's always important to keep a backup stash of cash for emergencies, say about 3 to 6 months worth. But it's doubly valuable to keep it around for future financial decisions. Now, you may need to sacrifice a few luxuries here and there and adapt to your changing budget, be it preparing your meals at home to save money on takeout or making your own coffee instead of going to a local cafe. All of these little things add up. It's a bit of a challenge adjusting to these changes. However, knowing what you need in your life and what you can cut out is huge for your financial benefit. Once you've established an emergency fund, you now have some breathing room, and now you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. But if you want to go from that to being able to make some money, it's equally important to remember to pay your debts. Whether you use your savings or include debt repayment as a separate category in your budget, as long as you're able to remember to chip away at your debts, you'll be heading off to a better place. Now, there are many ways that you can go about repaying your debts, but we'd like to give you guys 2 options to help you out. The first method is called the snowball method. Businessman and entrepreneur Dave Ramsey suggests that paying off your smaller loans first will help you get started. This will help you out mentally too, as it'll allow you to feel a sense of accomplishment from checking off debts from your list. From there, you can work your way up and pay off your bigger debts, and before you know it, you're debt-free. The other way you can go about paying your debts is through the high interest method, where you start off with your highest interest debt and pay it off first before moving on to smaller interest debt. The satisfaction you'll get from paying off one of your bigger debts is not only good for peace of mind, it's also good practice for financial responsibility. Either way, it's important to start paying off those debts and start from zero instead of negative. As you go about trying to live a more stable life and paying off your debts, it's important that you regularly review and adjust your budget to stay on track. Life circumstances change, so your budget should be flexible enough to accommodate those changes. Now that we've established having healthy habits towards building your wealth and going from a proper starting point, it's time that we grow it even further with compound interest. The idea behind this is that your savings grow through interest and from there grow further from the interest gained from your original amount. The more you save, the more you earn, and it goes further and further from there. Learn to save up enough and let it grow while it's stored through interest, and you'll have a slow rolling ball towards financial success. The key to making sure that compounding interest works for you is patience. It's a strategy that's secure but takes time for it to build itself up. Now, this isn't a get rich quick scheme, rather a get rich slow scheme. However, worthwhile growth takes time, and eventually you'll grow alongside your finances. With enough patience, discipline, and additional financial literacy, you're well on your way to financial freedom. Congratulations! By following these tips and strategies, you'll be on your way to saving money, building financial security, and breaking free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Remember, small steps today can lead to big rewards tomorrow. Start making changes now and take control of your financial future. If you've enjoyed this video and found this helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'd like to be able to grow alongside you, and we'd be pumped to have you in your next video. Stay mentally healthy, and let's get financially fit together.